As I have been warning, daughter, there is a powerful, calculated and extremely aggressive move against my anointed people in this last hour. Many of my precious ones are under terrible assault. Many cry out to me as the enemy seems to be assaulting from all sides. I assure you, I hear the cries of my anointed ones, and I am here with you. I am at your side, and I only allow your enemy to go so far before I stop him. He will stop at nothing to destroy you and yours. But he also has been given limitations. As you draw closer and closer to my return for you, the enemy of your soul cunningly disguises himself as an angel of light, and those who are not completely grounded in me and my word, those who have not broken the trades and agreements on their bloodlines, and those still oppressed by demonic strongholds will be used against you as a final assault. I have spoken it many times to you. Those who are closest to you will first betray you and the enemy's schemes will be exposed. I have always taught you by my word, and you are to know them by their fruits. Although crafty and cunning, serpentine and seducing, these spirits are at work on many that call themselves mine. The line of distinction between those who are sealed by me and those who are still walking in agreement with darkness somewhere in their lives is becoming more and more blurred. This is being purposefully done by the enemy to confuse you, and trap you into situations and relationships that are meant for your destruction. It is imperative that you understand how the enemy works, and the characteristics of the demonic spirits that are at work in this realm. If you do not familiarize yourselves with them, you will not recognize their work, as they come against you. Too many of my people who call themselves by my name are allowing this extremely dangerous Kundalini spirit to deceive them into believing they are hearing from me. They will speak of visions and experiences, notions and senses of the supernatural, convinced they are hearing and seeing things of me, when in actuality they are completely beguiled by the King of Darkness, and blinded to my true heart, my true ways, and the things of my kingdom. They will insist they know they are experiencing me, but they will be caught in the snares of the wicked one, as he uses them and then discards them. Prayer is your most powerful weapon, but only when your heart motives and intentions are pure and sincere, and you are walking in obedience. Praying without completely ridding yourself of willful sin and breaking all covenants and agreements with the enemy will be ineffectual. Study, my children, to show yourselves approved. Learn how these spirits are working so aggressively to destroy you, or you too will fall for their seductions. Does my word not say, even the elect will be deceived? Truly, you stand on the precipice of great judgments and destruction of the lands. Time is not on your side, and to hesitate is to risk eternal separation from me. The battle is mine and is fought in the spirit. Do your work in prayer as I have taught you, discerning my word, and removing everything else in your lives that is not ordained by me. The only way you will know this is to come into the secret place with me until I reveal this to you. No other way can be found that leads unto life and eternity with me. Realize the danger that surrounds you constantly and understand that you are in serious danger if you do not heed my warnings and my instructions. I love you and I wish that none would perish. Pray for your enemies, those that come against you. Guard your hearts, and lean not unto your own understanding. Seek me and you will find me. Humble yourselves and keep your armor tightly fastened at all times. This war against your souls has escalated greatly and I am your only refuge and defense. These trials I allow are for your maturing, to teach you to respond and not react, to apply all you have been taught in order that you are prepared for your roles as my kings and my priests. I will use all things to glorify my name. I have a chosen people, and they will rule and reign with me in my kingdom. Do not despair, I am coming for you. There has never been an army like you and the enemy is terrified at the sight of you. Daughter, your entire life has been in training for what is now being birthed. Those in my end-time army, my crown jewels and my remnant, they will manifest my power and authority here, as all hell is unleashed by the beast system and with the judgments I bring upon a world in covenant with darkness. These judgments have begun in earnest, as you are seeing already, and the portals of hell continue to open, bringing thousands and 10,000s, even millions of more demons upon the earth at this time. I will not restrain the evil ones from their purpose, as all is foretold. I will, however, protect my own, You have my absolute word that those who walk in obedience have nothing to fear as these things happen on the earth, those who I call my sons and daughters, my kings and priests, those who will serve as heirs to my kingdom, as my governing body and who will rule the nations with a rod of iron, are experiencing the final aspects of training, as I require seasoned soldiers to advance my kingdom here and to slay the wicked forces of darkness. This training requires knowing how your enemy operates, so that your responses and your discernment are highly sharpened, consistent, and you are secure in me, your foundation, your commander-in-chief who never leaves your side. We will slay the enemy together. As you see your enemy's demise, there is a noticeable escalation, yes, in the evil that has saturated every aspect of society, and therefore, your training becomes more rigorous and intense. Your focus turns from operating defensively to a full frontal offensive stand, as truly Satan and his dark kingdom will do absolutely anything to prevent you from fulfilling your purpose. Although my remnant may be small in number, they are mighty and they are fierce. Numbers are nothing to me, only obedient vessels. My power is the greatest power that exists, and although tens of thousands come against you, I keep you close under the shelter of my wings. And even a few chosen ones serving under me are far more powerful than anything the enemy can devise against us. You must come to me often, many times a day in our conversation, staying attuned to my voice, as you pray my word unceasingly, keeping the wall of protection around yourselves and your loved ones. Cover yourselves often with my blood, cover all you have contact with in your daily lives. Do not underestimate how intensely focused you must be, as you are being constantly watched and monitored, your adversary looking for any small breach in order to gain access to you with legal rights. I have told you many times, the key is in your obedience. Pray my scripture, my word audibly, as there is great power in the breath I have breathed into you. As ambassadors of my kingdom, you have been sent to occupy and to secure. The authority I have revealed to you is yours, as it is mine, to accomplish the purposes you have been ordained to do. You have been sent with all the tools and resources necessary to carry out these tasks in front of you, and although it appears from this perspective that you will not achieve the end, I assure you, all those who walk with me have access to all that I am and all that I possess, given to you by your Father in heaven. You are co-heirs to my throne and you reside with me in heavenly places. This earth is not your home. I have inserted you, so to speak, into a time-space continuum to anchor my presence here and to manifest all that I am in a lost world. Just as I had much opposition when I walked this earth, you too are experiencing much opposition. Mine was unto death of this physical life, and the enemy would like nothing more than to end your mission here as well, keeping you from fulfilling all you have been sent to do to advance my kingdom here and to glorify my name. I showed all that I am the only way, the only truth, and the only life by resurrecting myself with my own power, and therefore, the victory has been secured so you will know no fear. When I sent you here, I did not send you without my perfect counsel, my instructions, and therefore, you are not walking this journey blindly. I have provided all that is necessary for you. You operate from an open heaven and the storehouses of blessing are open unto you. You are my army, great and strong. There has never been an army like you. My all-consuming fire will go before you and behind you. My strong people set in battle array. The enemy will know terror, as they see you, as you run like mighty men. Untouchable and indestructible, I will utter my voice before you and no one will be able to stand. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible. You will do things not possible for any man, as my spirit invades every fiber of your being and we bring in the largest harvest of souls known. You will receive my beloved, all that I have to give, as it is my very heart that is the treasure you seek, and that it will change the world forever. The essence of who I am manifested through my remnant body is what will alter this dimension and bring heaven to earth. Fulfilling my perfect design, you were brought here into a battle, a spiritual war that has already been won. It is only for you to stand firm in this truth, anchor my love and my light, proclaim my truths, and wield my sword of the Spirit as your mightiest weapon. The beautiful part of this battle is that you do not have to do anything in your own strength, as it would not be possible. I am is pouring through you and will accomplish the very purposes I have ordained for you to do. I will use my finely tuned instruments to manifest my presence, and all will know that I am that I am. Every knee will bow and every tongue confess that I am Lord of all. This is the greatest battle of all time, the fight of your lives, but not only for your physical lives, it is a fight for your very soul and the souls of all my creation. I warned you it would become extremely dark, and very very difficult in the last days before I came for you. Is this not what you are experiencing? None of what you are witnessing and going through should surprise you. It is all foretold in my word. Do as I have commanded you to do. Turn away from absolutely everything that is of this world. Focus like never before. Pray for radical faith every day. Pray for my discernment of the spirits so you will not be deceived. Pray to continue to receive my holy counsel, knowledge, understanding and wisdom in these last dark days. Then watch and see what I am about to do. Truly this earth has never seen anything like what I am going to do through my instruments of righteousness. You are not alone. You are victorious. You are strong because I am strong in you. You will not fail. Victory belongs to me. I am the King of all, Master of all creation, and I am coming for my beautiful bride. Use your keys and come through the door which is me. It is my glory to conceal, but the honor of kings to search out a matter. I will reveal all things concerning you. The separation of the first fruits bride from the wedding guests. Speak, daughter of Zion, tell my remnant that in a moment's notice, I will call you, my anointed ones, to your greatest service. Yet, the great refining of my called out ones comes to its close. I have brought my portion out of the fires of purification and molded them into specifically refined and tailored instruments of truth, righteousness, holiness and justice. The sacrificial lives of my remnant laid on the altar of purification have produced a yield of the most well-armed laborers who will now be sent into the fields to reap the great harvest of the end of days. It is my breastplate of righteousness that covers you, my helmet of salvation on your head, my shield of great faith that goes before you, my belt of truth in which you stand, my sword of the Spirit written on your hearts. The greatest work performed now will be the mighty work of my Spirit, as I pour out upon my children and bring forth into its fullness, the completed work of my manifested sons and daughters upon the earth for the world to see. Every word spoken in my holy word will have its fulfillment as you now journey through the time of the end. You who are most weary, my children, you who are most empty of all strength, you will arise now as the mightiest army ever known. You stand as a tree firmly planted in righteousness, and I have set a table before you in the presence of your enemies. I will now restore your soul and your cup overflows. You will receive double for your shame. The weapons once used against my chosen ones will return upon the heads of the enemy. As I infuse you with my power, my strength, and my authority, you will slay the wicked simply by the word of your mouth. As you speak my judgments against them, you will rise with the wings of an eagle. And I, the Lord of hosts and captain, will utter my voice before you. The day of the Lord is great and terrible, who can abide it? I will use you to cause righteousness and praise to spring forth before the nations. The proud and arrogant will be brought low, and the humble of spirit will be raised to their rightly status, as I deal a crushing blow to the enemy camp with the arrival of my illuminated ones. Satan has amassed a great army in number, but terror will reign in his camp as the shining ones of the Most High are activated in the earth. The great shift is here and many will be brought low. I am about to return all the enemy has stolen from my people. As the heathen mourns and laments his destruction, great and unimaginable judgment comes, bringing much suffering and pain. In my justice, the world shall know that YHWH, the Lord of hosts, rules and reigns forever. There is none greater. As my glory invades my jewels, the kingdom of heaven suffers violence and the violent take it by force. This force carries far more weight and more might than any other weapon known to man, as it is the sword of my spirit, sent out across the earth through my transformed ones. It will pierce the hearts of all men and women, as I cut asunder the heart, dividing soul from spirit, exposing hidden evil intentions of the heart and illuminating truth with my light. Many of the lost will be convicted by what I present to them through my jewels, however, many will not. Many will have one last opportunity to choose eternal life or eternal death. Many will not. Many will perish having been given that opportunity previously, but in their free will not have chosen me. A king's ransom is reserved for those who have paid the ultimate price in this life. As all I have belongs to you, my heirs, I will restore you, I will heal you, I will strengthen you and uphold you, I will bring you unto myself, and your reward will be great in my kingdom. For those who have caused you harm and come against you, woe unto them, as their punishment will be great. You will do great things and display my witness to the world before I bring you home. I will capture hearts through my manifestation through you, and awe and wonder will again invade the earth. Yeshua.